Welcome to classes of St.Michaels Academy. This is the EVS class for 12th standard. We were doing the chapter Sustainable Development, under which we were discussing Sustainable Development Goals. In this topic, we had already covered 4 of the goals, and today we are going to learn about some more goals. The fifth goal, which is adopted by the UNDP as Sustainable Development Goals, is gender equality, which is probably one of the most important goals. Ending all discrimination against women and girls is not only a basic human right, but it's crucial for sustainable future. It's proven that empowering women and girls helps economic growth and development. UNDP has made gender equality central to its work, and we've seen remarkable progress in the past 20 years. There are more girls in schools now compared to 15 years ago, and most regions have reached gender parity in primary education. But although there are more women than ever in the labor market, there are still large inequalities in some regions. Sexual violence and exploitation, the unequal division of unpaid care and domestic work, and discrimination in public office all remain huge barriers. Climate change and disasters continue to have a disproportionate effect on women and children. It is vital to give women equal rights in land and property, sexual and reproductive health, and in technology and the internet. There are more women in public office than ever before, but encouraging more women leaders will help achieve greater gender equality. According to the recent facts and figures, it has been observed that women earn 23% less than men who do the same work as them. One in three women have experienced physical or sexual violence. 13% of women represent agricultural landholders. However, the rest 87% belong to men. Almost 750 million women and girls alive today were married before their 18th birthday. The next important goal adopted by the UNDP is clean water and sanitation. Water scarcity affects more than 40% of people, and this percentage is increasing day by day as the temperature of the earth is increasing. Although 2.1 billion people have improved water sanitation since 1990, drinking water supplies are affecting every continent. More and more countries are experiencing water stress, and increasing drought and desertification is already worsening. By 2050, it is projected that at least 1 in 4 people will suffer recurring water shortages. Safe and affordable drinking water for all by 2030 requires we invest in adequate infrastructure, provide sanitation facilities, and encourage hygiene. Protecting and restoring water related ecosystems is essential. According to the statistics, 71% of the global population, which is 5.2 billion people, had safely managed drinking water, but 844 million people still lacked even basic drinking water. Then, 2.9 billion people had safe sanitation in 2015, but 2.3 billion people again lacked basic sanitation. 80% of wastewater goes into waterways without adequate treatment. Water stress affects more than 2 billion people, and this figure is projected to increase to 70%. In 2000, the number of people with electricity was 78%. However, in 2016, the number of people who lived with electricity was 87%. This says that in 16 years, just 9% of the people who are consuming electricity were introduced. and the numbers without electricity just dipped to below 1 billion. Means almost 1 billion people on this planet suffer without electricity. Yet, as the population continues to grow, so will the demand for cheap energy. And an economy reliant on fossil fuels is creating drastic changes to our climate. Investing in solar, wind, and thermal power, improving energy productivity, and ensuring energy is vital if we are to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 7 by the year 2030. Expanding infrastructure and upgrading technology to provide clean and more efficient energy in all countries will encourage growth and help the environment. As 1 in 7 people still live without electricity. Energy is the main contributor to climate change because it produces 60% of the greenhouse gases. More efficient energy standards could reduce building and industry electricity consumption by 14%. More than 40% of the world's population, which is nearly 3 billion, rely on polluting and unhealthy fuels for cooking.